Hello, church. Today we are going to be coming to you with a joint pastoral message for this week that we have for our church family and anyone else that happens to view this. This last week or so, last 10 days really, have been really difficult for our nation and for many of us who have seen what has happened over that span of time, starting with the shooting at the store in Buffalo, racially motivated, the shooting at the church in California, the Asian American church there, and then here just in the last few days, the brutality of the violence and the gun violence that happened with 19 kids and two teachers that have now lost their lives at Robb Elementary just outside of San Antonio, Texas. You know, all I can think of is just my own kids, and we have photos of our kids that we look at every day in our office. I love your photo of your family there, Freddie, and it's just such a beautiful family and a beautiful family photograph that you have there. And I don't know about you, I look at these pictures of my kids here too, and I have pictures of all of us around, and these two in particular, I just look at these smiling faces of, you know, my daughter here when she was just a baby, and my son and all of his exuberant joy carrying that football around. You know, there's just something wonderful to look at, and to think that there are parents right now that they look at this and feel a terrible pang of grief. There are people that will see this that I know that they've lost loved ones, they've lost children potentially, and I know right now I don't want to be trite about it. I don't want to just pretend that we have answers. We know the only answer ultimately is Jesus. But right now we hurt. Right now our world hurts around us. And so all we feel we can do is just come with words of comfort straight from the scriptures. And I think of Freddie, Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup runs over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. We're never told that we're not going to walk through the shadow of death, but what we're promised is that the presence of God is there with us.
In Psalms 34, verses 17 says, the righteous cry out. I know there are many people that are crying out right now, that are hurt, that don't understand why. But the Lord hears and delivers them out of all their troubles. So are you troubled today? I want to let you know that Jesus listens to you right now. And he is near to you like never before in your life. The Lord is near to those who have a broken heart. And he saves those who have a crushed spirit. So whether you have lost a loved one or you're dealing with a seemingly hopeless situation, I want to tell you that God is still in control. And that always God brings a blessing out of the tragedy and the schemes of the evil one, because we know who is the one who causes all of this pain. He's the enemy of God, because he knows he cannot defeat God. So he will try. He knows the only way that he can hurt God is by hurting his children. And we pray today that our hearts won't run cold and immune to the suffering of our community. That it will be our goal as church family to reach out to those who are suffering, to minister those who need Jesus like we do.
Freddie, I just have to say thank you. In times when I've had difficulties in the last couple of years, and you've known about some of those, just the friendship you've given me And, I hope I've been a good friend to you in times that were difficult for you. And
Yes.
let's be there for each other. We know that things will continue to happen all the way up into the end, but let's be there for each other. Let's remember that God, most importantly, is with us. And there will come a day when the trumpet will sound and none of this is going to happen anymore.
Amen.
I can't wait for that. But let's keep those around us who are suffering in prayer and do whatever we can to alleviate their suffering and to bring joy into their lives, especially the peace of Jesus. We don't have all the answers, but we do know we have a God who loves us.